this? Hi, everybody.
That was like me the first time I pushed that and seen that. I was like, wait, what is this?
I know.
It's been a
while.
Welcome, everybody. So yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've done a live. But since it's been a while and I have new people here on the channel, or new subscribers, I should say, some of you may not be familiar with these lovely ladies who are joining me. So when we go around, introduce yourselves as well and share your channel. So that way, if there are people who are not subscribed, they can subscribe. Okay. So Tiffany, what are you reading? We'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm from the Beastbound Bookworm. I read basically all cozy mysteries. I do read a little bit of romance, but basically I read cozy mysteries. And tonight I'm reading on ebook with my eyeballs, Peking Duck and Cover. It's the 10th book in the Noodle Shop Cozy Mystery series by Vivian Chen. And then I'm also on audio listening to Bread Over Troubled Water. I love that title. It is the 8th book in the Bread Shop series by Cozy Mystery series by Winnie Archer.
Nice.
So, hi everybody. I'm passing it over the other way.
Tammy.
Okay. I'm Tammy, and my booktube channel is Believe in Your Shelf, and I like to read cozies and I like to read everything. Actually, I read a little bit of everything. And tonight I'm reading Martha's Vineyard, Isle of Dreams by Susan Branch.
Oh,
Lovely.
What a pretty cover.
It is.
Pretty.
I've heard that name quite a bit lately.
Well, it's filled with so many wines and recipes, and it's really a beautiful book.
Didn't Mitzi get like a whole bunch of those during this like besties like gifting thing that Susan Branch sounds familiar? That's why I was like,
maybe
the name sounds familiar.
Well, her books are great.
That's awesome. The cover is beautiful.
Nice.
Your turn.
My name's Lee. My channel is Dark Roots Creations. I read pretty much everything, mostly thrillers. I feel like I read right now a lot of Christmassy rom-coms. That's what I'm into right now. And exactly. Currently reading Funny Story by Emily Henry.
Are you liking it?
I'm loving it. Loving it.
Is this your first Emily Henry?
No.
Okay. No. Sorry.
We could go over to my former partner in crime over here. Go ahead.
There you go.
So I'm Stormy from Storm Reads, and I read pretty much a little bit of everything too. And tonight I am listening to Deadbeat by Jim Butcher, which is the 7th book in Dresden File to reread. And on ebook, I have To Hell with Hallmark by Brad Ricks, I think is what his name is. And also Holiday by Gaslight. And I don't remember who the author is for that one.
Are you liking it?
So far, it's okay. I think I'm like...
Mimi Matthews, right? It's that gorgeous cover.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like 10 or 11% into it.
Excellent. Shorter books are just fun this time of year for some reason. It's just like, get them done before
I'm kind of feeling bad for the guy right now. I dumped him and I'm feeling a little bad for the guy. Because when you read about like what it's, I thought he was going to be like a horrible person, but he doesn't sound like he's a real horrible person. So I'm like, I feel kind of bad for him now.
I finished the book today. I finished reading The Holiday Cottage by Sarah Morgan. I gave it 5 stars. It was completely predictable. I knew right from the first sentence how it was going to end, but that's exactly what I wanted. And I loved it. And it was fantastic. And I loved it on audio because, of course, it takes place in the Lake District in England. And the accent on the narrator was beautiful. I loved it. Great little family story, a little bit of a romance in there. And some adorable dogs as well, which is great.
You can't go wrong with adorable dogs.
So cover your ears, Storm. I jumped ahead to book 4 in the in the deep dish pizza. So there was $1 difference between buying the ebook and the print book. I bought the print book for $1 difference. So Sleeping Heavenly Pizza, I'm about 60 pages into it. So I'm reading this right now, and I'm also reading The Starlight and the Christmas Dare by Michelle Major. But to be honest, I don't know how much reading I'm going to do tonight because I've been reading. I feel like I've been reading all day and my eyes are tired. So I might just take a little break and watch some YouTube. But we shall see. We shall see where the night takes us. But yes, so let's jump into some comments. Share with us what you're reading, everybody, what you're doing. What did you have for dinner? We love to know that too. Pat, good evening, everyone. Feeling much better. Reading Have Yourself a Fudgy Little Christmas by Nancy Coco. Finished Christmas at Carly's Cupcakes by Jessica Redland today. Gave it 4 stars. Yay!
Nice.
And of course, she's our cheerleader with don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. Mary Jo, hello. Still reading Flying Angels by Danielle Steele. Only 1 chapter in. That's okay. And she said she's going to read till the live starts. Esther, hi, everyone. I'm reading Hello from the... Oh, geez.
The Gillespies.
Thank you.
Gillespies. Yeah.
Thank you. By mispronouncing things is my thing. By Monica McKierney, and really liking it. Excellent.
Nice.
I only know that because I talked about on a recent video, and I think that's why she's reading it.
Aww.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Nadine, hi. I'll be reading I'll Be Home for Mischief by Jacqueline Frost, number 5 in the Christmas Tree Farm. Cajun. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Snowed In on Sunflower Street number 10.
It doesn't feel like somebody who lives on Sunflower Street should get snow.
Yeah.
Or at least snowed in. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't compute to me because
yeah. It's like snowed in Arizona or something,
Right. Come here.
Amy, hi everyone. I'm not sure what I'm reading tonight. I may start another book as I'm flying through late eclipses at this rate. Excellent.
Ooh.
I might start City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards tonight. Ooh, that sounds like a good one. Purple Rain Hearts. Hello, everyone. Continuing on with A Christmas Candy Killing.
Yay.
Yeah, you said yesterday, Tiffany. I love the cover of that one.
I know. It's so cute.
Hey, Kim. Hey, y'all. I'm here. Been awake since 3 a.m.
Ooh.
Don't know how long I'll make it. Oh, that's unpleasant.
I hear you. We had a storm last night. I've been up since about like that too.
Oh, no.
My goodness.
Hate that. Hi, everyone. Reading Made from Mistletoe by Nan Reinhardt. Excellent.
Cute.
Loving all the Christmas. Kim read reading A Holiday by Gaslight. Oh, she said she read it today. Pretty good. Excellent. So we might get a bingo with that one. Emily, I'm working on uploading Bookmas Day 16, and I'm going to dive back into Rhythm of War by ye olde Brandon Sanderson. She sent my video that I did with the talking about like, have I read enough? She's like, I feel like I've been called out with Brandon. I'm like, you were the exact person I was thinking of when I said that. So yes, I did call you out. Hi y'all, I'm reading Christmas Presents by Lisa Unger. That is a thriller, I believe.
Yep, it
I
is.
keep seeing it pop up in the library. Moira, hi everyone. I finished Sleigh Bells Ring, the 5th in the Jelly Shop series by Donna Waylo Clancy. Gave it 4 stars, but it was not Christmas themed despite the title. I hate that. Non-Christmas. I'm going to do a whole video next year on non-Christmas Christmas books.
Yeah.
Because and romance is famous for it. They'll have this huge, beautiful Christmas cover, and then Christmas is the last chapter.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was like my friend last year. She got mad. I think it was a Tessa Bailey book or whatever that was.
Yes, Wreck the Holidays.
Yeah, she was not happy. She was not happy.
that was not Christmassy?
I think it was Wreck the Holidays.
The
It
one
is
that came out last
Bailey.
year?
Yeah, because like it looked all Christmassy, but there was like no
but
Christmas.
maybe it wasn't Wreck the Holidays. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. But
No, but it sounds like the one that,
Bailey. I read it last year, and there was absolutely no Christmas in it, and I object.
Yeah, it was the one that came out last year. So if that's the one, because
The one about the rock star kids or something like that.
I remember her complaining about it last year.
Yeah, the only yes, like one was named Lyric and one was a Melody.
It was the one that came out last year. Okay.
And there was like a Christmas party at one point. That's it. The cover is more Christmassy than okay. I'm done now. Never mind.
No, but believe me, that is one of my bigger rants. Is that because it's you go into these books thinking, oh, this is what I want is a Christmas book, and then anyway. Moira, not sure what I feel like reading now. Do you need some suggestions? Do you have
Oh,
some, you
We
know?
can give you those.
Yep. Oh, Mother Goose. Hi,
Yay.
everyone. I'll be reading Apple Cider
Yay.
Slang, Julianne Lindsay. That's the first in that series.
Yes,
And it's Christmas, is
Yeah.
it not?
in the cider shop, and it is Christmas themed. That one.
Yes. Anita, greetings, everyone. Happy holidays tonight. I'm continuing to read Have a Fudgy Christmas by Nancy Coco. There's 2 and 2. So we've got 2 Mimi Matthews and 2 Nancy Coco.
Ooh.
Angel Wolf 23. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I have not seen you here before. If you've been here before, I apologize, but welcome. Roxy, good evening. I thought I was late because it feels like 10 p.m., not 6 p.m.
Oh.
Accurate. I love your hat, Tiffany. Yes, her hat
you.
is awesome.
Thank you.
Kim, if I read, it will be Murder in the Snow by Verity Bright, 4th in the Lady Eleanor Swift series, a reread.
Nice.
Excellent. Barbara, good afternoon, friends. Just trying to stay awake and eating caramel. I will take some of that caramel.
I like it.
Yeah.
Lou, hi, y'all. Reading Mrs. Jeffries and the Yuletide Weddings.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Ooh.
loving all the Christmas.
I need to get
I am.
into that series more.
You know what? I want to try one of them. I think it's Elizabeth reads a lot of them.
Mhm.
I
I've
keep
read
having-
2. I've read the first 2.
And do you like
And I've liked them. Yeah. I like it because a lot of times when you get a bumbling detective or something like that, I don't like it because I feel like they're making fun of like cops and things. But I think this one's done in a really nice way because he's bumbling, but they try to help him solve the mysteries and stuff. And they give him hints and all this stuff, trying to coach him. So it's funny.
That's cute.
M says, hello, I'm still at work, but on break, reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year on chapter 5 and loving it so far. Excellent.
Wasn't that Lee? Did you read that? Have you read that one?
It's next on my list. I just got it from the library.
I just finished that
Yay.
one the other day. I liked it. I thought it was like a really nice blend of rom-com and cozy mystery.
Nice. I'm excited for that one.
The chapters were relatively short too, right, Storm, if I'm remembering correctly?
Yeah.
I think
And
it read...
they're like back and forth between the two.
Yeah. I got to jump back into it. Monica, hi, happy Monday. Love the Christmas hat. Yes, everyone's loving. Mary Jo loves the hat too. Yeah, Tiffany, we can always expect to show up in costume. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Emily says the last Monday of the first semester. Excellent. Let's see here. Madeline, hello everyone. Coming to you from rainy and warm Arkansas. I'm finishing The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, and I'm starting Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. Excellent. Oh, Emily said she did not like Funny Story at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need to read Emily Henry. I've yet to read it.
I know. I'm trying to decide where to start with her. That's the thing. Like, but I don't want to start with I don't want to end up like I did with what's the middle grade author that I read, Scritch Scratch, where I started with the best book and now every other one's like, well, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
Lisa says, hi, y'all. Tiffany, love the hat. Sarah, you're looking
thank
happy
you.
and well. Thank you. I am pretty happy and well. I can tell you that right now.
Good.
Roxy, I am currently reading Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson, 279 pages into it. So now we've got 2 of 3.
I was about to say, I feel like that might be our bingo.
Right? For some reason, all of you are picking a 1,000-page book on the 16th of December. Like, my brain will not allow that. I would be like frantically doing nothing but reading. PK! Every time Tiffany says the title, I hear my name.
The Vivian Chen book. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I love Funny Story. My favorite of hers so far.
Oh, nice.
And M says, Tiffany,
good.
There was birthday cake after dinner yesterday, but I was doubting it for a bit.
Well, I'm so glad you got birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve it. I hope you had a wonderful birthday.
Absolutely. Cajun says, my current audiobook is not another Christmas rom-com. The title just made me laugh. Pretty good so far. Oh, I've got to look that one up.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds cute. Roxy said she also loved Funny Story. And Emily says, I'm behind everyone. I'm on page 194 of Rhythm of War.
You're getting there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
There's our third Brandon Sanderson, so we have a bingo.
Yeah.
I'm also slowly making my way through Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. Emily says, I thought the people in Funny Story acted like their early 20s and they're in their mid 30s, and most of the conflict wouldn't have happened if they just talked to each other. My thing with that, though, is that is every single romance novel ever written.
Yeah,
Every
like-
single one. That's
Yeah, I
the,
think that all the time. It's like if they just talk,
if they just
figure
talk,
things
this
out.
story would be 20 pages long.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But then we wouldn't have a story. So
Exactly. So you kind of got to give that.
Yeah.
But I do understand what you're saying if you felt like they were acted younger
Yeah.
than they were. 100%. I mean, each to their own, right? Christmassy rom-coms. Yes, loving those. That's from Belinda.
I just finished a really good Christmassy rom-com real quick. It's only like 5 hours long. I was reading it, I think, yesterday. Baking It Merry or something like that. I'll tell you in a minute. It's very cute. And I am still working on the other Christmas romance rom-com with the truck, but Baking It Merry, it was really cute, by Samantha Chase. She writes the Silver Bell Falls Christmas series too. But this one was really, really adorable.
Oh, the one that Cajun is reading is, if you have Audible, it's it's a freebie.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
it's
saw
like-
that and I was like, yes, I can get to that one.
It's like 6 hours long. It's AJ Pine, who is spicy. Just for those of you who don't know,
oh,
she is spicy. She writes some very spicy very spicy cowboy romances.
who is
Hear
this?
that,
author?
Cajun? There's spice.
AJ Pine. AJ Pine. Because I started one of her books and even I went, oh, this is spicy. So I don't know if this one's going to be. I'm just saying.
The shirt on that lady is really tripping because it looks
Yes.
like a peppermint or whatever. And
Right.
like my eyeballs are going woo.
Oh, and then the art does the narration. Yeah, if you look at some of her backlist
Okay.
or some of the other books she has on Thingy, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with the cowboys.
Oh yeah, that's
Some of them need sweaters. That's a little cold.
they do.
But I might try that one because it looks super cute. So thank you for sharing that one, Cajun. Karen says, loving the hat.
Thank you.
And Roxy says, I'm also doing laundry and had breakfast for dinner. Yum.
Yeah, we did too. We had pancakes.
I had chicken strips and rice. Or no, fish sticks and rice. Same difference. Emily, I went to Barnes & Noble and they gave me a copy of Wind and Truth when I showed them that my pre-order is still in Kansas City since last Monday. Excellent. That's great.
Yeah, that's neat.
Hello, Colonel Mustard in the Library. Still one of my favorite channel names. I love that so much.
I love it so
Love it.
much.
I apologize. I don't know your actual name. Do any of you ladies? If not,
I
could you
don't,
share-
but I really want to say Colonel Mustard in the Library every time.
Right?
I just want to call it Colonel. Yeah, just
Yeah, just
Colonel.
call him Colonel.
I have
Yeah.
a feeling. I feel like I should know her, but I don't know.
I know, and I feel bad, but I like to try and know people's names, even though I'm horrible with names. Lisa, reading Her Housekeeper by Samantha Downing. Excellent.
Nice.
I need to get back to reading some of that. I've read like a couple, and I never read any of her other thrillers.
Where am I going here? Oops. Here we go. Annie, hi all. I'm reading Away in a Manger by Reese Bowen.
Reese. Yeah.
Okay, Molly Murphy, number 15. Excellent.
Nice.
Karen, I'm doing two things at once: watching y'all and an online auction, and it's coming a storm.
Oh,
What's the auction for? I'm just curious.
What are you following? Or yeah, Esther, Tammy, I am reading it from your video. So there you go. Yes.
nice.
Yay.
Are you liking it? Are you enjoying it? Oh, I hope you're loving it.
Mhm.
Let us know.
Reading Angel Wolf is reading A Soldier's Prayer by Jenna Mendel and an audiobook, Puppy Christmas by Lucy Gilmore. Oh, Lucy Gilmore's delightful.
Nice.
And Jenna Mendel, I
I
think
read
that's
that.
got to
I think
be a Love Inspired. I'm thinking it's a Love Inspired.
Okay.
Emily, I feel seen. Sarah, yep. Anytime I think Brandon Sanderson, I think Emily. They go hand in hand now
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like if she says she's reading something and it's not Brandon Sanderson, it's like, what?
What
Right?
did you do with Emily?
Mm-hmm.
Cozy Fan Bam, happy Monday. I'm reading 4 different books right now. Drinking a Doc Pop Poppy Beverage tonight.
Ooh,
I've
nice.
seen those. Are they any good?
I like.
Excuse me. Emily, I was watching a live with people who went to Sanderson's convention last week. There were some who read Wind and Truth 1,400 pages in 3 days. How? They probably did nothing else.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they all their time was like spent reading.
Dang.
I actually started watching because I don't remember who it was. I think it was Melissa at Libraries and Labradors. She was talking one time about she loves watching people's vlogs, and she mentioned witty novels, who I used to watch years ago. But I mean, she was one of the big booktubers at the time, right? So I ended up watching one of her recent vlogs, and she read Rebecca in like 2 days by Daphne du Maurier. And as she's reading it, I'm like, yes, that's one of the best novels ever. Then she's like comparing it to Taylor Swift, and I'm like, no, please, no, don't compare this to Taylor Swift.
Don't ruin the book, Megan.
Jenna, I was getting so mad. I'm like, can you stop? If you like Taylor Swift, you're gonna like this book. I'm like, no.
That's
I mean,
like a way to get me
it's
not to
great,
read it
but-
because I haven't read Rebecca yet. So it's like,
No, Storm, do not listen to that. Then that's what I'm saying. There are people who are either going to go, oh, now I've got to read it, or people who are going to go, oh, now I'm not reading it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
If you want to get Sarah to not read a book, say it's Taylor Swift set in stars.
yeah,
Hollow.
something Gilmore Girls.
There you go,
or
Gilmore
if it's
Girls. I was
compared
thinking that
to-
too.
Or if it's compared to, what the hell's her name? Colleen Vacuum Cleaner. Colleen Hoover.
Holy vacuum cleaner.
I watch a lot of British. And they're always
And they
talking about-
hoover everything.
Yeah.
You're messing with the Christmas witch there, Sarah.
And if there's a
the
book out
laugh
there
their
that's
hat
like,
off.
if there's a book out there that's
Oh,
like, if you
goodness.
like Gilmore Girls and Colleen Hoover, I will not touch that book with a 10-foot
Oh.
pole.
Colleen vacuum cleaner.
That's so funny.
I just
Ooh.
can't with her. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm super excited for the Category Romance Book Club in 2025. Yay, so am I. Like I said, I've got some authors in the works. I'm hoping that I can get some people on to interview, which will be fantastic.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to go through more of my tubs. I'm trying to categorize my tubs. I haven't run across that author yet. I'm like, no.
We were
I
talking.
don't have any. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't have any current authors. I'm just into the vintage ones. So
And
I'm
that's-
hoping
and I
there's gonna be-
love your suggestion. I loved it.
I hope there'll be one sneak in there every now and then.
I'm thinking maybe every other month now. I wish it's something I thought I didn't want to announce it for January, but we might start in February. Do every other month starting in February. Might be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and maybe not like, or maybe not just an author, but maybe like, read a book from the 1970s or something like that. You know what I mean? Just as an extra challenge or something
Yeah,
might be fun
That'd be
too.
fun.
Yeah.
February does sound like a good time to do something retro.
Yep, exactly, because it's retro romance. And
Mhm.
also to give people, I think, a little bit of a
Hey, Kim,
an
Yes.
option, because the author that
yeah,
I've picked
one
for
water
February
bottle on the
is extremely spicy. She
There you
wrote
go.
for the most erotic line that they put out, and I'm hoping to interview her because she's a delight. She's actually a friend of mine, and so I just thought that way I'd give other people who don't read spice an option.
Mhm.
Read a vintage,
Yeah, it's like, here, read like the super spicy one, or read a vintage
or read
one.
this one where it was like
Yeah.
a nurse. Read a Betty
I'm
Nielsen.
a-
Let's see here. Oh, I'm almost done with Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. Have 2.5 hours left. I'm proud of myself. I have the first 4 books and 2 novellas of Stormlight's archive this year. Well done.
Wow.
Well done. Oh, we'll just read this one and then we'll jump into a sprint. Belinda says, Loving Mistletoe Season by Sheila Roberts and more. 3 Christmassy low spice romance stories. Wonderful. That was the one that we were talking about in her live show. It's a 3 novellas. They're delightful. So yeah. All right, let's jump into a sprint. Let me bring up my I found this cute little one here. Oops, let me go back. I'm so rusty. I feel like Tiffany. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here.
I feel so attacked.
I feel seen. She said, "I'm just teasing." There we go.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll read to the top of the hour. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
So how did everybody do?
I didn't read anything. I made dinner.
And what did we
Just-
have?
We didn't even eat it yet. I made it just in time for the sprints to start again.
Well done.
Leftover beef roast with just pasta and tomato sauce. Using up what we had.
Hey, that works.
I only read a couple of pages. Hopefully next sprint I'll get more in, but I did read a chapter with my youngest granddaughter of Sophie Mouse, and my other granddaughter read a chapter of her Amelia Bedelia book to me.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Mhm.
I finished a chapter on my audio Deadbeat, and then I got to I got to 14% in the Holiday by Gaslight.
Nice.
Wait, did you say you're reading a book called Audio Deadbeat?
No, I said I audio of Deadbeat.
I was like, what is Audio Deadbeat? I'm like, that's
I read 2 chapters of Starlight and the Christmas Dare. They're really quick chapters, so I read through that. I'm almost at 50% of the way through that one. I'd like to get that one done soon. Back to that. Moira says, in fact, my book finished on Valentine's Day.
The
There we
Christmas
go.
one.
Christmas, not Christmas.
Yeah.
Tiffany's hat is garnering lots of attention.
Yeah.
Madeline, Emily, if I could have had time, I probably could have, but why would I want to? I feel like you put too much work into it to read it that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, when people read stuff that quickly, yes, I get that totally.
Yeah, they read it that quickly, and then they turn around and want to know when the author's going to have a new book out.
Yeah, yeah.
It took like a year to write that. Can you at least, savor it a little bit?
Exactly. I have read 4 books and 2 novellas in the Stormlight Archive. Well done.
Wow.
I just finished The Merry Little Murder Plot by Jen McKinley and enjoyed it. I need a thriller now, and I'm already hooked on this Lisa Unger book. Excellent.
Nice.
I have heard good things about that author. Have not read her yet. Amy, you binge those suckers and outpaced me. Cajun says, Murder in the Manger, in fact, has no murder, but it had Christmas out the yazoo, so I forgave the title for lying. Fair enough. Fair enough.
If you hear a vacuum, it's not. It's Kairu snoring.
Oh,
Darth Vader.
Hoover.
Cozy Van Man says, Michelle, I loved Christmas presents. The Gift by Frida McFadden is a Christmassy YA thriller novella you may enjoy.
Ooh,
Excellent. Monica says, I'm reading The Girl Who Saved Christmas by Matt Haig until the hockey game. And who is playing tonight? I mean, who is it?
Who are
You might not even want to answer the questions. Just don't answer her.
Plead the fifth.
Just,
I was just saying who she was rooting for. I mean, there's only one right answer, so
The Boston Bruins.
no, that's
She says, oh, I'll check that out. Thank you to the Cozy Fam Bam. Yes. Nikki, hi everyone. I'm new here. Welcome. I'll be reading Lord Edgware Dies by Agatha Christie this evening. Oh,
nice.
always approve of an Agatha Christie. Kim says, I love Miss Jeffries.
Nice. Oh, I know that.
Emily, I had originally wanted to be reading Wind and Truth this month, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. They're so thick at over 1,000 pages each. Absolutely. Moira says, I have a lot to choose from, but I'm having a bit of a sulk for a few minutes. Aw. Hope everything's okay. I thought The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year was so boring. Most boring crime of the year.
Oh,
Like it.
but
I listened to it on audio, and that might have made a difference.
The
too.
narration is quite good on it, I have to
Yes,
admit.
it is.
okay.
But that's funny. It just goes to show you, though, what some people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Emily says, and Way of Truth is 1,400 pages. Okay, 1,400 pages. You have 14 days left in the year, 15 days. You don't count today. 100 pages a day, you can get it done if you start now. Start with Beach Read or Book Lovers.
Mm.
Did I read either of those?
Oh, I love them both.
I did not read either of those.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Thank you for the suggestion, though, Emily. I'll put that on my list for next year.
I think my friend gave both of those 5 stars.
I think Book Lovers is the one that I think I might like more. I don't know. We'll see. I do not enjoy Emily Henry books. They just don't hit for me at all. I've given up. I always have to remind myself life is too short to read books that aren't for me. 100%.
Right.
Same with me and what's her face. Everybody else loves her except for me.
Well, it's like Stephen Graham Jones for me. I don't like him. I can't get on with his books. Everything. Stephen Graham Jones, but everybody loves him, and they always sound really good. I mean, I always think the premise of the book sounds good. Then I end up giving it 2 stars because I'm bored. So.
Yeah.
I heard you say Stephen, and I knew it wasn't King. I'm like, who is she talking about?
I've heard the name quite a bit on BookTube.
Mm-hmm.
Nadine says I gave The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year 5 stars. I liked Funny Story 4 stars. My favorite Emily Henry was Book Lovers. Okay.
I feel like I think with The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, if you're not used to kind of like a cozy mystery, if you're thinking it's going to be like
A more
like
thrillery.
a more thrillery mystery, then you probably would think it was boring.
Mm,
Agreed. I could see that being a thing.
okay.
Emily, I probably won't get to Wind of Truth by Brandon Sanderson until February, as I want to reread Fourth Wing and Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros before Onyx Storm is released in January.
Gotta pick your chunky books.
You know?
Are you gonna read this chunky one or that chunky
I gotta try and read Fourth Wing. I'll probably try it on audio.
I keep getting the audio and I keep pushing it back because I'm like, one of these days I'll
Hi,
try it.
sweetheart.
I can't help you. I gave Beach Read and Book Lovers both 5 stars.
Fair enough. Well, this is now 3 for Book Lovers, so
There you go.
that to me is, I love this. And Happy Place was my angry place.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about Happy Place out of like all of them. I think that one.
I gave that one 5 stars too.
Lee is easily amused, is what we're learning. No, I'm just kidding.
I am.
Well, that's okay. I think my friend Barb, I think she's gave like either all of them or like mostly all of them 5 stars or maybe 4 on some, but she's really likes Emily Henry. So I'm like, I really need to try her.
Yeah.
Emily, I have 2 weeks off soon. Oh, you must be so excited.
That's awesome,
He's
Emily.
gonna speed through that, Brandon.
Right? There's her 2 weeks, 100 pages a day, 1,400 pages. What'd you do your entire break? I read this. Cajun says, Cozy Fam Fam. I'm the same with Colleen Hoover. I have read 2 and hated both of them. Thank you. I have gone down the rabbit hole and read 4 of them and hated all of them. So I should just stop at this point.
You punished yourself way more than
I heard
Right?
somebody the other day on BookTube talking about Verity and how great it was. I'm like, oh God, did we read the same book?
I've
read
when my friend
books
read
and hate
that, and she's like, "Are we reading?" She goes, "Why am I reading this? Oh, I don't know why I'm reading this. Why do I keep reading this?" But she finished it, and it's like,
I just can't. I just can't with her. Hello, Missy. Same, she says. Angel Wolf. Has anyone read or listened to Christmas Baggage by Deborah M. Hathaway?
Oh,
I thought it was very cute and festive. It's part of a series. I keep seeing it on the library, and there's like, I think 8 books, and they're all written by different authors, but I think they're sweet romances. And they all take place in different areas, like in different locations of the world. Like, I think that one takes place in England. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. I have not read it, but I'd love to hear somebody else's thoughts on it. They're all on KU as well. And Cajun says, oh, no spice yet, but make sure if I'll turn it off before being on calls tomorrow. But let me know if there is spice, Cajun, because maybe there's not because it's a novella. I'm just saying, knowing that author. Hermione says, hi, everyone. I'm just started reading Gifted to His Dad. That sounds spicy. By Jay Wilder, a short Christmas novella on Kindle. I'm still currently reading A Dangerous Love and A Place Beyond Courage on Kindle as well. Can you not scratch the chair, please? Hi. Excuse me. This isn't your scratching post. It's my chair. Damn cat. Little brat. Get up here. Come here. The people want to see your face.
We do.
Come on, Missy Moo.
That Christmas baggage is part of the Christmas Escape series, and they are different authors.
Yeah, I thought so because I think they came out last year.
And the Christmas baggage is the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one. See, Storm? See? Madeline says, can't wait for Onyx Storm. You want a funny story? I pre-ordered Onyx Storm on hardcover, and I have yet to read the first book. But
Is it because you wanted a pretty copy? Or
I did. I wanted the sprayed edges. My husband's like, when are you going to read that? I'm like, probably never, but it's going to look real cute on my shelf.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
Madeline, also same. January shall be a solid start to the year. Colonel Mustard, it's DG, but I'm fine with being called by my channel name. Okay, so DG. Thank you. Esther says, Tammy, I'm really loving it. The twins are just coming home.
Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a great book.
Emily says, I'm also reading Thorn of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Well, go big or go home, right, Emily? Did you want to fit in, I don't know, War and Peace in there before the end of the year?
I was like, that's going to be her like classic for next year.
You know?
There you go.
May I interest you in a Christmas Carol? It's the shortest classic I could think of. I do not drink regular soda besides root beer, if that counts. And I really love Poppy and Olpie. Olpop? Olipop?
Olipop.
Thank you. It must be an American thing. Lemon lime is my fave. It's a nice treat that's fairly nutritionally sound. Excellent.
I have never heard of Olipop, so I don't know.
Maybe it's
It's
regional.
good. It's like it's just it is national, but it's a alternative to soda that's still carbonated, but it's supposed to be more better for you. I've only seen them like individually. You buy the can.
Okay.
And I really like them, but they are expensive by the can.
Kind of like the Zevia.
like
Is it
for
kinda
like the
Yes.
yeah.
There
Because
we go.
I've seen Zevia. That's kind. They
Yeah,
have, like,
so it's
40.
exactly so it's like Zevia, but the only way I've seen Olipop anyways is like individually. So you're just buying like one can of Zevia for like $2.50. Now I do like them. They have a cherry vanilla that's very good, and they also have another one I really like. But they are expensive. But I mean, anything that's better for you, they're gonna
Oh, go on.
charge more.
And I just watched somebody do a maltodextrin test on Zevia to see if the natural flavors was the hidden maltodextrin or whatever it is, and it came back clear. So he's like, "It's good." So it's like, yay!
So is it like a sparkling water? Kind of, I guess.
I don't know exactly. I mean, it's supposed to be like pop, but
Well,
Okay.
the Zevia is soda that's sweetened with like stevia or something like that. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, because I love sparkling water. We have. I don't know if you guys have it called Bubbly, Bubly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that, and I have the Christmas one right now, and I love it.
I wish I liked that, but all I taste is carbonation when I try to drink those
See,
things.
that's what I want is the carbonation.
See, and I have to have more sugar and stuff in my carbonation, like the soda. I can't do that.
That's fair.
I would like to, because then I wouldn't have to drink soda. But
I love the hat, Tiffany. Reminded me of a tree after my cat jumped on it. Tiffany lost her hat.
oh, that's funny.
Mem says Rebecca is so good. It is probably my favorite book of all time. Even my 16-year-old nephew thinks so. He had to read it for English this year. I think
need to try it.
I'm gonna. You know what, Storm? In March, I'm gonna do a reread of it for my birthday. Reread it with me.
And he
Okay.
didn't even compare it to
We'll
Taylor
listen to it on.
Swift, so you're good.
I listened to it on audio. It's so good on audio. I can't tell if Sarah likes Colleen Hoover. The answer is no. No.
Okay, forever and a day, I'm now recalling her Colleen Vacuum Cleaner.
Right.
So you
Like I
know.
said, I watch a lot of British, or listen to a lot of
Oh.
British, I should say.
That was
Yeah, the first two
funny.
books I read by her both contained cheating. And I thought, okay, I'll give her a third try with Verity because I had that book club years ago with Bree and Chloe. And the two of them were like, oh my God, this book is 5 stars. I think I gave it 1 star, and I gave it 1 star because I finished it. So the star was for me for
I
finishing the
think my
book.
friend gave it 2 stars.
Oh God, it was horrible.
Oh, that's funny.
Barbara says, I finished a very scary book. It was called The Monster at the End of This Book. So scary to turn the page, but I was brave.
Oh,
I
good
love
for
that
you,
book
Barbara. I'm
so
glad you
much.
hung in there.
I have that book on my shelf.
Okay, I'm
that
not
was
gonna lie. That's my level of scary, though.
My father used to read that to me, and he would do the voice, and it was every time the voices. That's a core memory for me.
Aw.
Lou says, agreed. I'm books everywhere. Love Rebecca. Yes. Lou, Barbara, gotta love Grover. Grover is the best.
Have
I
you
don't
read?
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No, you go
I
ahead.
was going to ask you, have you read Rebecca?
Me, no.
Oh,
Good.
No.
you got to join.
It tends to be classified as classics, which just immediately mean I can't read it. I don't know why.
And if you know me, you know I'm not a classics reader, but that is one
Yeah.
of my favorite books ever.
I want to. Everybody talks about it. It's so great. I'm just
That, and I like
really have to
Jamaica,
push
and I'd
myself.
like to work my way through all of Du Maurier's stuff. I listened to a podcast where they talked about her life, and it's actually quite fascinating, like her as a person. And it was really interesting. So I want to kind of read all of her backlist now.
My cousin Rachel is really good too. Maybe you should do a read along or buddy read or something of the book with everybody during your birthday month.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do is I'll host a read along in March for Rebecca. Just because it's one of my mom's favorite books. She's the one who told me to read it. She read it when she was 13.
Lee and I will cheer you guys on. We will be here with pom poms.
I
Miss
can get
Deb,
through
it's a great
anything
book.
now. I got through that 1,300.
That's true, Storm. I agree.
You know what? Rebecca's not that long though. It's not one of those long.
Yeah, it's not a long
You know what I
one.
mean? Like it's not like I don't know, like Northanger Abbey or Brandon Sanderson.
And see, Jane Eyre's like one of my favorites, and I know everybody says
And that's
but-
it. If you love Jane Eyre, you have to read Rebecca. Because that's where I'm pretty sure that's where most of the inspiration came from.
Okay.
That can't be the right edition. Hold on. Did they get where's my hold on, sorry. I'm looking on something on Audible here. Because where is my copy of Rebecca on audio? Because I really like the narrator. There it is. It is how long is it on audio?
I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's not that long. It's not like I said. It's not Northanger Abbey. Where were we? Colonel Mustard says, "I don't read romance or cozies, but you ladies make me smile. I love coming to your lives. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Crafty Annie. Hi, everyone. Are we in a sprint? Yes, we would have been in a sprint. My apologies, Crafty Annie. We'll be doing another one in about 12 minutes. Pat, Sarah, Michelle Major has 12 ebook series, all special edition. Crimson Colorado is the series. 11 ebooks are on KU, and the 12th is $4.99. Yeah, I know. That drives me crazy when they do that. It's like, or when the first book is on KU, but all the rest you've got to pay for them. Like, we'll give you a little bit, but then you must pay.
Well, it's like when they do the first ones either free or 99 cents, and then if you like that one, then you have to pay $4.99 for any of the other editions.
Right. That's why I tend to try and go to the library if I can.
That's how I clear out. I've been clearing out my Kindle too. It's like, okay, well, the first one's $3. Let's see, free. What's the okay? The other one's like $5, and it's not even on KU to put it on. Maybe if I try KU someday, I could put it. So it's like delete, delete.
Right. What's going on, George? Sorry, George is not a vocal cat, and he just suddenly woke up and yelled.
Oh,
Maybe he had a bad dream.
poor baby.
Jessica says, hello, everyone. Hi, Jessica. Bit late having dinner, chicken noodle soup and a grilled cheese. Yum. I'm reading 2 books and possibly be starting a third if I can finish Merry Little Murder Plot by Jen McKinley.
Yay.
Jessica, it's so good to see ya.
Pages and Floss Josie, hello, welcome. Hi, I'm listening to The Secret of Chimneys by Agatha Christie and knitting on my blanket. Excellent. I have an hour and a half left. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. Excellent,
Lovely.
excellent. And Crafty Annie says, reading 3 books right now. by Chris Philbrooks. Chris Philbrooks Adrian's Undead Diary on book 15. Indefensible by Michael Grisback, and on book 3 of Cerebus MC series. Motorcycle Club, I'm assuming. And Pat says, yes, we're in a sprint until 8. Thank you, Pat. Cajun finished her book. Yay!
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get there. I know I can.
Yay! Mary Jo said she got to page 46 of 314. Cajun says, Walgreens had Christmas candy, buy one, get one. So I got 2 bags of Hershey's Kisses, one cherry flavored, and the other is Grinch. Regular favorite, but cute Grinchy pictures on the wrapper. We had those last year up here too, Cajun.
Aww.
Just because it's Cajun, I got those last year, the Grinch ones. I thought there'd be a whistle chocolate turned green, but I was glad they were regular. I kind of wanted some of them to be green. But that's me. Oh, white. Yes. Thought they'd be white chocolate. Alicia, welcome. Late but made it. You're never, ever late. Cajun says, I'm glad they were regular too. PK, I'm also a Brandon Sanderson bingo. Reading The Way of Kings on page 830 of 1120. My gosh, you almost make me want to pick one up. Almost. Like that. But then I'd probably really like it, and now I'd be stuckered into reading all these darn books. Moira says, I started The Murder Before Christmas by Michelle Peraza Wack. I'm only 8% in, but it's off to a great start. Excellent. Purple Reinhardt got to 20%. I read the first chapter, and so far I'm liking it. 17. Finished a chapter in A Soldier's Prayer. Excellent. Got up to 53%. Read 7 pages. I'm struggling as I didn't sleep well last night. I was so hot. Premenopausal sucks.
Yeah.
I'm listening to It's a Christmas Thing by Janet Daly. Excellent. M says, I read a few pages, then my break ended. Darn, I'll read more after work. Excellent. Cajun says, Kairu.
Yes.
Emily, well, with Sanderson, he'll have a new book out next month, probably. He writes that much.
It's amazing that he does write as much as he does for as
Right?
big as his books are.
And people seem to, like, they're good books, like, from my understanding. It's not like he's writing crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Moira, you are in good hands because he likes to snore.
Yes.
Oh.
John. Hi, John. Hi, everyone. I'm on page 20, Gotham Central, Volume 1, it's called. In the Line of Duty, it's by Greg Rucka. Excellent. Well, welcome, John. And he says, got to 25% of the way through Away in the Manger. And John says, so far, it's a good crime story. Excellent. Cool. Russ. Hi, Russ. Hi, everyone. I'm new to the group. Well, welcome. What are you reading? Emily, actually, Sarah, I have 1,000 pages. In Rhythm of War and Wind of Truth is 2,414 days. Oh, you can do it. Come on. You're going to be off for 2 weeks.
I feel like if I started reading Brandon Sanderson, that'd be all I'd be reading because
Right.
That would be like our entire year next year.
Right?
Every month, the TBR, another Brandon Sanderson.
It'd be like a year of Brando.
Yeah.
Brando, yeah. Jenny says, I didn't read a thing. Instead, I made Puppy Chow, Muddy Buddies. Excellent.
Very productive,
Mhm. Emily, that'd be 172 pages a day. I don't read Sanderson that fast. That's the thing is some books can read quick, some not so much, right? So I totally understand that. Esther says, A Killer Christmas was the worst mystery.
Oh, yeah. That was the murder she wrote. She was so upset with. Yeah.
Oh, the murder she wrote when the sheet. Yeah.
I was 60% in before there was the murder and then a rush to solve it, with the 40.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the, yeah. That's
in. I agree with her on that one. I would have lost it too. She said that yesterday. I forgot that.
Roxy, I read the book Club Hotel. Yes.
Ooh.
By Sarah Morgan this past weekend, and I liked it, but it was predictable to me. Didn't take my enjoyment of the story away from me, though. Exactly. That's how I felt about The Christmas Cottage. I knew it was going to happen, but it was still good. Alicia, I'm going to try to finish Bloodguard. Excellent. Emily, if you like Hallmark and snark, Book Lovers is the way to go. All right. Thank you. Jessica says, Nadine, I am reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year now as well. I haven't got to Funny Story yet, but my favorite Emily Henry was her first one, Beach Read. The rest have all been okay. Emily says, except I have book club books, and I need to read The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year too. And he says, I already have 5 books going with 14 days left to finish them. I don't think I can fit Wind and Truth in by Brandon Sanderson this month. No, I'm going to say you probably can't. Roxy, going from a Sarah Morgan book to a Brandon Sanderson book is typical me. My reading taste is all over the place.
Good for you.
Sounds like my Spotify playlist. Oh,
Sounds
what's
like
this?
Sarah Morgan's like a palate cleanser for Brandon.
Right? Alicia, Stephen Graham Jones is one of my favorites, but I completely understand when his writing style doesn't jive for people. And Barbara says, no, Sarah, I read the first line of Verity by Colleen Hoover and said, nope, DNF, as you all know, I never DNF. Yeah, the queen who finished and the ladies of the club.
Yeah.
Jessica says, Roxy, same. I usually have a cozy fantasy and romance all going at the same time.
I like.
Emily says, my brain is too tired for Sanderson tonight. Switching to Throne of Glass. I like that. That's like her like low-key read.
Right?
Yeah, it's like switching from one fantasy to another fantasy.
Yeah.
Is like, you know.
I need a little break. Let me pick up, I don't know, Dickens.
Right?
Madeline, finished my book. I haven't read Christmas Baggage yet, but I did read Host for the Holidays in that series, and it wasn't the best, but it was really cute.
Nice.
And so, Sarah, I have multiple copies of that series because I'm an absolute sucker for those sprayed edges. There's just something about those sprayed edges.
They are cute.
Jessica says, Emily, what number in Throne of Glass are you on? Love Sarah J. Maas. Throne of Glass is only 400 pages, ignoring the rest of the books in the series that are doorstops.
Oh my
Only 400
goodness.
pages.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that one just got bigger as it went, I think. So, yeah.
He says City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards is only 736 pages. I seem to love my books chunky.
I guess so.
I like big books, and I cannot lie.
Yeah, I was like, I think a small book for her would be probably like 450 pages or something.
Right?
A little novella. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Cajun's asking, are those drinks carbonated or not? And she said, we have a club membership, and I get the poppy beverages there for much less. All poppies are not available at the warehouse store that I know of. Trish, I read Debbie Maycomer's The Christmas Duet over the weekend. Loved it. Excellent.
I love Debbie Maycomer's Christmas books.
And Jan says the Olipop has probiotics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, good point.
Emily says to Jessica, I'm on page 40 of Throne of Glass. I have my hairdresser hooked on The Accord of Thorn and Roses after I binged it in the spring. And the last time I got my hair done, she had also read through book 5. Nice.
So she's like, I better get going and read some.
Right?
Right.
And she says, I have a hair appointment Friday, and I at least want good progress on Thorn of Glass. That's hilarious. Cajun,
Yeah, because she'll be like, so have you read Throne of Glass yet?
yeah, she'll be like, I finished the series.
Right.
Yes, they're carbonated. They are probiotic soda and usually 25 to 50 calories. They are sweetened with cane sugar and stevia. This one has a total of 5 grams of sugar, for example. Interesting. And Emily has not read Rebecca. I love Sarah J. Maas. Her books got me hooked on romantasy and fantasy with Throne of Glass. I tried. I don't think it was her. No, it was The Court of Thorns and Roses. I read that one, didn't care for it. Never continued on. But I did try it. Jessica, yes, I always need a good mix of genres.
I'm the same way.
Keeps things interesting. Cajun says, okay, thanks. I can't do carbonated anymore because the bubbles literally go up my nose now.
Ooh.
Cajun, that made me LOL so hard. These beverages are not for you. Roxy said, category romance books will always be my go-to to take a break from those big epic fantasy books. Excellent. And Kay loves the hat, Tiffany.
Thanks, Christina.
Regina says, good evening, everyone. Just getting home from work. Reading Sleep and Heavenly Pizza by Mindy Quigley. Yay!
Yeah. That's 2 for the deep dish pizza.
There's a lot of doubles and triples this right now.
There
Em
is.
says, Sarah, do you listen to the Backlisted podcast? It's a lot of classic or literally fiction. They just, no, I do not, but thank you. The podcast that I heard about Du Maurier on was Stuff You Missed in History Class,
Thank you,
which is one of my favorite podcasts.
Bless you.
Goodness.
I will tell you a little bit of trivia in there, worthless information, but it might be important to somebody. The worst book I have ever finished in my entire life was a Daphne du Maurier book, and it's called The Parasites. So if you ever have a chance to read The Parasites, I would suggest don't do it.
Don't do it.
Absolutely awful. It is the worst book I've ever read in my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Now
hold on.
everybody's going to go look for Parasites.
Yeah, really.
It's just awful.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Excuse
I
me.
was just like, who wrote it? Who wrote it?
Daphne du Maurier. She's the author
Oh,
of.
is it Daphne?
Well, I love My Cousin Rachel and I love Rebecca, but The Parasites is the worst book I've ever
Have
read.
you read Jamaica Inn?
I
Tim?
started it, but I haven't finished it. I started Jamaica Inn, and I think I started one other one,
Yes, ma'am.
but I've only read the 3 fully through.
Oh, okay. And I also want to read. I want to read The Birds, her short story, because in the thing that I listened to, she did
I
not
read
like
that
the
one.
adaptation by Hitchcock. She did not like it at all. She was very unimpressed with it. So I now want to read the book.
They're very different.
Yeah. Hi.
I saw a kitty.
Yeah, she's a pain in the. Never mind.
Oh,
She chooses violence very often. But thank you again for the recommendation, Em. I'm always looking for new podcasts to listen to. Nia says, Late Eclipse by, ma'am, could you stop, please? By Shauna McGuire is only 400 pages, so compared to everything else I've been reading, it seems short. I'm already 49% sent in, and I just started yesterday. Holy cow,
Wow.
you're a quick reader. Emily, Northanger Abbey is not very long. Maybe that's not the one. Oh, you know what I'm thinking is maybe North and South. That's like this.
yeah, but
Yeah.
not very long to Emily is like 800 pages.
Right.
I mean,
It's all relative, right, Tiffany?
I'm just teasing Emily.
Crafty Annie says, I read Jane Eyre at least once a year.
Mm.
Jane Austen fan here. Excellent. And
Jane
I-
Austen with an AINE, because that's by Laura Levine, the Cozy Mystery series. I'm a fan.
AUSTIN.
I'm just kidding. But
Nadine said, I haven't read Rebecca. I own a copy. I guess it's time to dust it off once and for all and get it read. Join us in March. Join us in
Yeah.
March. All right, we're going to jump into a sprint, but I'm only going to sprint for like 18 minutes or so. Like we'll just go to 10-2, and then we can finish off the comments and have a little bit of an earlier evening, okay?
Okay.
sounds good.
So
We're going
I'm not
to-
gonna
10-2?
put 10-2. Yeah, I'm going to put up a banner.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Happy
Happy
reading,
reading.
everybody.
Happy reading.
How did everybody do?
Good. I read some from P. King Duck and Cover, not PK. And I am at 71%. So I am working my way through it.
Excellent.
And I got about 20 pages read in Martha's Vineyard, Isle of Dreams. And I love this book.
That cover is really.
Yeah. I don't know where I was, but I got to 50% in Funny Story.
Wonderful.
And I got to 18% in Holiday by Gaslight.
I read nothing and I scrolled through Instagram. All right. Northanger Abbey is 7 hours, 42 minutes. Rebecca is double that. Is it really?
Yeah, it's
I
14
looked
hours.
and it was like 15 hours. Yeah.
That's still, to me, that's not that long, though. Like, I mean, when you're talking something like Outlander, that's 40 hours. That, to me, is long, you know? But that's me.
Is there a Jamie in Rebecca?
Hmm?
Is there a Jamie in Rebecca?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
There's a Maxim de Winter. Hi, Sarah, Tiffany, Tammy, Stormy, and Lee. I just finished Foxglove, now deciding my next read. Remember to hydrate, check the laundry, and hug the Let My TBR Grow button. I mean, the like button. Thank you, Kay. Sorry, that was 40% in Late Eclipses. Which says, oh, supper was cream of chicken soup and sandwiches. Delicious. Karen, I've read Little Women at least 20 times. I love it.
I need to read Little Women again. It's been like
Now
I need to
that's
read it for the first time.
It's the only classic I'll probably ever read that it wasn't required to read like in school because I had a classics course that I took.
It was probably the second classic I ever read.
PK says, Sarah, this is my second attempt to read The Way of Kings. Tried it last year and really wanted to throw it against the wall by page 75. I finally read Mistborn earlier this year, and his writing clicked. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
I'm not a sci-fi fantasy reader, so I would never pick it up, but I'm just joking because everybody seems to love his stuff. I love Jane Eyre and really enjoyed Salt and Broom by Shannon Lynn Fisher, a witchy retelling. Oh, really? I'll have to look for that one. Same as I want to read, I think it's The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins, I think is a retelling of Jane Eyre, Rebecca, as well.
Me and Storm disagree on this one big time.
I hated that book.
And I liked it.
I didn't say it was good. I just said I think it was supposed to be like a retelling.
But I didn't read the classics, so I don't have that reference to go on. So
That's
I just
fair.
read it as is.
And I read Rebecca before I read Jane Eyre. So when I read Jane Eyre, I went, wait a minute, this seems vaguely familiar to me. 225, I'm planning to be the year of the Chunky Monkey books. I have both fantasy, sci-fi, and mysteries, and it will be more deliberate reading. That will be more deliberate. Oh, that's exciting. I love this time of year, and I love hearing everybody's reading plans for next year. I think it's so much because we all know that by like March, they're like gone.
Yeah, like I
like
had
me.
all those goals that I did like in December last year, and that's my problem because I need a better way of keeping in check with myself because I made all those like these are like historical mysteries I want to read. These are like this on my and I don't even think I looked at those pieces of paper after I made those. Like,
It's true. Jessica says, Regina, I just finished that. How are you liking it? I gave it 5 stars.
cool.
PK says, hi, Christina. I'm hydrating. Yes. Very important. Emily, I know someone who did all the Mistborn, Era 1 and Era 2 in Stormlight Archives this year. He had a spreadsheet that told him where he needed to be each day. Wow.
Wow.
That's dedication.
Yep.
Kay says,
Yeah,
hi and
for
welcome,
sure.
Russ. Yes. Regina, Jessica, I just started reading it, but I'm enjoying it so far. Stephen Graham Jones is not a Tiffany author, at least the series I read. It had slasher film references galore. Nope,
Thank
not
you.
for Tiffany.
Yeah, he's a horror
Not a
author,
Z
so
author, for sure.
My hubby and Coda wrote a couple verses for I Like Big Books.
I think I remember that.
Yes.
Pat, I'm going to tell you all good night. I have to go to the clinic tomorrow for blood work. Take care and happy reading. Have a good night, Pat. I got to do the same thing tomorrow, unfortunately. Visiting the vampires, as I like to say. Mary Jo, I just cannot get into Brandon Sanderson or Sarah J. Maas. Yep,
Sarah.
That's why there's so many authors. Something for everyone.
I read Throne of Glass like the first. I lost kind of my like drive or want to try fantasy anymore, and so I'm like, no.
Sarah, I give blood. I get blood done once a month for some autoimmune stuff.
Yep.
And I go to the same place all the time. And one of the people that does it has, the phlebotomist has a tattoo that says bloodsucker, and I laugh every time.
when I was at the hospital on Halloween, and I had to get the biopsy, and then I went up to the clinic. They do blood work up at the clinic too, right? And the guy who does it was dressed as a vampire. I'm like, don't you feel that's a little on the nose?
Right.
He's walking around with the full cape and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I got to appreciate that they have fun, you know?
Right.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Pat. I know you're probably not here anymore. Emily, A Court of Thorns and Roses is set up for the rest of the series. Don't judge the series by that book, but the rest is wonderful. I just couldn't get behind the whole fairy thing. I'm just not a fantasy reader. Madeline, yes, with A Court of Thorns and Roses, you have to keep going. There, the setup pays off. I will
My
trust you guys.
fantasy is
And
urban fantasy. I like urban fantasy more than just regular.
Yeah, exactly. But I just can't do fantasy. Wasn't the best book in the series, Sarah. I've heard so many people say they don't care for that book. Wait until you read book 2 before you decide to stop reading. I read book 1 in 2019. I do not see myself reading book 2. The same way of 50 Shades of Grey. I read book 1, threw it against the wall, and never continued on, even though everybody's like, finish it. It's good. No, it was crap. I'm not wasting my time. Bless you, Tiffany. Alicia, yes.
Thank you.
I buddy read Verity with Sarah, and we were the only two that hated it, I think. I think you're right, Alicia. We were. Everybody says, it's such a good book. I'm like, did we all read the same book? Hello, Pretty Kitty. Not sure who that was. That was Missy. A Cajun. Hello to Regina. Today is Jane Austen's birth date.
Oh,
interesting. Next year is the 260th anniversary of her birth.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be some stuff going on in book 2, I guarantee.
Hi,
Annie,
sweetie.
I hated the ending to Jamaica Inn, but have liked most of her other books. Interesting. Esther, have a good night, ladies. I've been up since 3:30. Have a good night, Esther. Hope you can sleep well tonight. PK and Emily, thanks for the trivia on Jane. Yes, thank you for that. PK, the last couple of weeks before the holidays is so frustrating for new releases. Dimly slim pickings for the morning show, other than Cozy Mysteries. Always a lot of those, thank goodness. Absolutely. Yeah, this is not a good time of year for new releases.
Yeah.
Court of Thorns and Roses is the only series that is fantasy that made me cry multiple times. If you know, you know. It's definitely my favorite Sarah J. Maas. The other two are great, but Court of Thorns and Roses is definitely special. Well, again, to everyone who loves it, I'm super, super glad that you guys like it. Mary Jo says, didn't read this time, played Words with Friends, and checked my email. Excellent. Night Esther, 15% for Kim, 15% for Moira. Walk my dog during that sprint. Excellent. Got a chapter read. Great job, Regina. Made it to chapter 55. Is it a big book or is it just short chapters? Karen says, not reading tonight. I'm listening to Auction and you awesome ladies. Thank you. And Alicia said she got your card today, Stormy. Thank you.
Cool.
32% for Annie. Yay, PK. Hydration is just as important in the winter. Yes, it is.
I just wanted to say real quick that since we were talking about it yesterday, I messaged our clubhouse, and our clubhouse manager had my book. Someone else must have got it. And I don't know if I wasn't notified or I didn't. Okay, listen. And
User error?
Check your email.
No. I don't listen to my voicemails because listen, if somebody hold on.
Let me explain myself.
Me. Nobody. If you need something, please don't ever leave me a voicemail. I don't even know how to listen to it. I don't know if I put a code on there. If I
You're
did,
like
I
my
don't know.
father when it comes to that. He's like,
I
I don't know what I'm doing here.
listen. There are a million other ways to reach me, but voicemail's not one of them. So, anyways, thank you so much, Emily. I got your thing. Your book scot free. Thank you so much. So I wanted to make sure I said that because I'm so glad that it was there.
I'm glad you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found got it. Yeah, because
100%, yes.
Yeah, somebody brought and I was like, oh,
I'm the same way, Tiffany. I only listen to my voicemails maybe once or twice a year. And then I have to listen for like 25 minutes to get through them all. I don't know. Voicemail doesn't work for me either.
I mean, most people would text me if they didn't get a hold of me. You know, they'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, call me when you can or whatever.
PK hydration is just important in the winter. Yeah, well, as I guess mine's ingrained from being customer service that I am checking emails daily or voicemails daily on my work phone. So it's just
Oh, well, I check my
check them
work.
on my cell phone as well. Like, I can't. I'm one of those people I can't not do it. I need everything clean. And
Yes.
I see people who have like 100 unread emails in their inbox that makes my eyebrow twitch. Like, even if
Don't
I
ever
just
look
mark
at
them
my
read.
father's email then.
Oh, or my mother's. Oh my God, my brother cleared it out. There's like 4,000 emails in there. I'm like, oh no.
That'll be Marcus too. He'll just have like 400 different notifications on his phone. I'm like, why aren't you looking at these? Why aren't you clearing them off? That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being talked about.
I had a coworker that I worked with, and he always left his emails unread, and it just drove me insane. And I'm just
now, like my voicemail at work, I'm obligated. I do. I mean,
Right.
that's obviously, but like
I know.
I
and I thought I was missing things, but like I said, everybody that would leave me a voicemail instead, like if my mother called me, she's going to text me, and
I keep up on my texts and my emails, but I just forget about voicemails. And I figure, well, if somebody calls me and leaves a voicemail and they don't hear from me, they'll call back or text me. And then I just, I probably should check my emails or
I
my
stand with Tammy on
voicemails. Yeah, I'm terrible. You're not alone, Tiffany.
Okay, wait, I take that back.
There you go. There's a support group for the both of you. PK, Sarah, she says, Sarah, try this one. Fantasy, but no fairies, elves, dragons, etc. Alice Sabo's High Barons. It's a short book, very good writing, in my humble opinion. I will look that up. Thank you. Kay says, thanks for hosting tonight, ladies. Enjoy your night. Sleep sweet and take well. Thank you. Have a good night. Em, thanks for the sprints. Have a fantastic night. You as well, Em. Thank you. Kay says, remember to hydrate, check the laundry, and show some love to the like button. Angel Wolf says, now on chapter 11. PK, and for sci-fi, the Murder Bot series, short and very, very snarky. Oh, just like me.
I read the first Murder Bot, and I couldn't tell you what it was about. Even though it was short, it right over the top there.
Yeah, see, I think that's my thing with fantasy and sci-fi. I just don't. It just doesn't. The first Harry Potter, I was just like, I don't know what I'm reading. Kay says, I got my first Christmas card today. Yay, made my day. Oh, here you go. There's someone else for your group. Annie says, I hate voicemail on cell phones, which is the one reason I still have a landline.
See, Annie, hop in the boat, Annie. Hop in the boat. We're paddling.
There's power in numbers here.
And Kat says, I'm currently halfway through Dash Hound Through the Snow. I love the titles of those. Is that David Rosen, somebody or another? It's a cozy series, I think.
It might be the David Rosenfeld. I'm not.
Yeah, I think so. I always see them at the library. Anita says, ladies, thanks for the sprints. I'll see you all soon. Keep safe and have a good night. Thank you too, Anita. I know we talked about it last night, but anything coming up later on your channels this week, you guys?
I have a fun video coming up on Thursday.
Yay!
I am going to be I'm going to be doing a book haul pretty soon that I talked to you about. But Thursday, I am doing speed dating my TBR books.
Oh, fun!
I like that.
It'll be
Oh,
fun.
that'll be awesome.
That's
I can't wait to see
awesome.
that. That's fantastic.
I have my wrap up coming up. I did a Christmas cozy mystery video yesterday, so I have my November wrap up to put up. It's going up this week. It is
It's
done.
okay. It's okay. Better late than never.
Yep.
I was too busy listening to voicemails. You get it.
That'll be her excuse now.
Right.
Trust me, I probably have enough of them that is true. 72. That's not too bad.
Stop, Tiffany.
That would give me such anxiety.
Oh no, I can't.
I can't
Oh,
stand
don't look at
notifications.
text
I
messages,
cannot take
because that says
notifications.
315 of those, but
I can't. No.
that's not my.
Why haven't you checked those 315 messages?
Listen.
Just clear them out. You don't have to read them. Just clear it out.
I would just delete.
My OCD can't take it. I
No,
can't.
me neither.
Okay. I will clear them out.
Meanwhile, Lee and I are forming a club to make you
It's like even with my dad's phone, like you know how you get like whenever you get like notifications, they're all up at the top or whatever. And you like scroll down, you can clear all, and all that stuff goes
Yep.
away, or whatever it is. Yeah, it drives me crazy. And I look at his phone, and I'm like, "Give me that."
I do the same with my mother has like 87 tabs open, and I'll just go close all.
Yeah, I don't know. Get rid of that.
I'm like, do you know the
Why
battery
is my
power that
phone
you're
not
killing?
working right? Probably because of this.
Right? Oh, I can't. That's why I've actually turned off notifications for stuff like Instagram and Facebook because I just can't handle it. I can't handle the constant. Anyway, that's me. Lee, Storm, you guys got anything coming up or?
Tonight after we get off of this, I'll probably put up my mid-month wrap up of like all the books that I've read so far.
Excellent.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm going to have anything coming out.
Fair enough. That's fair. We'll allow it. You're here. That's good enough for us. We get to talk to you. I'm going to do a goals video, I think, on Wednesday. I don't know what my goals are. I got to think about that. I'll think about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that's why I haven't done one yet because I'm like, do I have any goals?
Doesn't matter. I'm just putting like I'm probably going to stop following them in January
It's
anyway.
like just like your New Year's resolution, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go to the gym and I'll go on the 1st of January and then not again.
And by February, it's like,
Yeah, exactly. And on Friday, now I had a couple people comment on my category romance like book club video. I had saying like, oh, it would be great if I picked like 4 books and then people pick from those 4 books. But I really want to leave this open-ended for people so they can like choose something that sounds good to them. But on Friday, I am going to do a video where I talk about a bunch of Marie Farnella's books so you guys can get some ideas. I'm going to open up something in my Discord so people can post and say, hey, they're going to read this book. And then if somebody else like, oh, I want to read that one too, you guys can like connect with each other. That's my game plan.
One book by that author so far.
I do
very good.
I do have to tell you this because it just happened today and you guys reminded me of it talking about goals. So I did a intake with a little girl today. She's 8. She's going to be doing counseling with me. And we always have them create a goal at the beginning. And they actually, for their treatment plans as they get updated, have to go back and look at it. And then we make another one, blah, blah, blah. And so we're talking about her goal. And she said, she's 8. She's like, I don't know, man. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Like, she was serious. Like, she sounded like a 50, like, oh my God. It took all I could not to just laugh because it was so exasperated. Like, she was just like, why are you asking me this?
You know what? The next time I do a performance review at work, that's exactly what I'm going to say.
Who knows what tomorrow's going to bring, Tiffany? Why are you asking me? Like, oh my gosh.
That was hilarious.
Oh, it was pretty funny.
I love it. Well, thank you all, ladies, for joining. This was fun. I have missed doing this. So Storm next week, right?
Yes.
And Tiffany, you're on Sunday.
Yes.
So you'll be on next Monday, Storm. And then Tiffany will also be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And PK is going to be mixed in there on various other days between now and Christmas.
Hopefully, if you want to come on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, just message me. And if you need to pop in, pop out, all those things we completely understand. But anybody is welcome. Just message me because,
That'll be awesome. All right.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you again, ladies. Have a great night. And we'll see you
You
later.
too.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Bye, Lee. It was so